looks like a change has been made at fullback.
We do. We got the sense late in that first term that Mo Hope was getting on top of Cecilia McIntosh. So Michelle Cowan's made the call and brought back Melissa Hickey on her.
Randall steams out, takes it on the chest, goes towards Harris. She takes a good mark above her head, 65 from home. Harris goes towards Frederick Taub. Just gets a little bit of separation on Davey, who now closes her down with body strength and agility, slips away. Handball. It's a bit of an awkward one for Hannah Scott, but she tidies up. The quick kick, always a dangerous one, and it's picked off. Here's a chance for Alicia Eva, 25-year-old, originally from the East Malvern Knights. Goes inside 50. Davey at the back. Again, the Dogs have got some numbers. Now a chance for Carney to come busting away off half-back.
It's a long ball into the middle of the ground, but reading it well. Good judgment by Angela Foley, who marks in the middle of the ground. They've been able to do this, Melbourne, well. Again, the short ball. Okay, Miller. How did that happen? Out of nowhere, Bree White runs onto the loose ball, and it's a free kick downfield, so a shot on goal from the top of the square, Lingy.
Yeah, Frederick Traub will take the free kick here. Didn't seem like there was too much in that, but let's have another look. Yeah, just a bit late there from Katie Brennan. Well umpired. And this should be a gimme goal to Melbourne. Be the perfect start to this second quarter. Their kicking efficiency at the moment's the problem for the Bulldogs. Melbourne are going in that first quarter at 72%. The Dogs were at 56%. That's been the difference in the game.
So Frederick Taub has the only goal for the D's. She's hit the post from only 15 metres out.
I should never say certain goal, Baz. It just always comes back to jinx the players.
Scores a level.
Commentator Curse works in the women's game as well. Here's Vesey up the back. Some run now from Ashmore. It really is her stock and trade. Such a good runner. The D's have control of the football. This is Ebony Antonio, the former basketballer. In fact, she played a basketball grand final in Perth last night.
Did she win, Jase?
Flew in this morning. I've been at the VFL all day.
She did win.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, they won. They won.
She's give us a spell. Here's Hickey. Kicks towards half forward. Harris, good fist away, over the line and out. Just following on from Peter Gordon's comments at quarter time, full credit to Melbourne and the Western Bulldogs, who have believed in this concept for the last 5-6 years. They've invested lots of time, energy, belief. Those two clubs in particular. So many wonderful people around the country have been supporting women's football for such a long time, and full credit. We hope you're enjoying the game tonight because you deserve it. Thousands of people around the country have made this happen. Carney, Kiochi, back to Carney, who gets it and goes. The Dogs trying to run it up the wing. Good tackle laid by Antonio. She stops them dead in their tracks. Ebony Antonio, the 24-year-old.
Very impressed with Talia Randall early, guys. She's got the job on Taylor Harris, her fellow Queensland player. Doing a great job.
What a terrific mark, leaping high and pulling the ball in. That was a terrific grab by Chelsea Randall. Socks up, kicks long down towards full forward. Harris just out-bodied that time. The player doing the bodying was Stevens, and she gets the footy back here. Kicks back towards the wing. Randall misses it this time. So a live ball here. Work it around. Great smother in there. Terrific stuff. It takes some courage to be able to do that, and Katie Brennan has plenty of that.
Chelsea Randall is such an exciting player. She's a hard runner, a fierce competitor, and has been rewarded with a marquee selection by the Adelaide Crows.
So committed. She's been working in football development up in the Pilbara. It's a 13-hour drive from where she lives to her footy club in Perth. That's commitment. Is Ashmore. Does beautifully. Steps around Swanson. Goes towards half forward. Puts it in front of Jacobson, who's got her day for company. Jacobson will attack the top of the square. Hope's there. Vessio's there. And it spills over and out of bounds.
Just wonder if Michelle Cowan will start looking at perhaps running with Katie Brennan or putting some sort of time into her. She's just having a massive influence on this game. Up to 10 disposals. She's kicked the one goal. Been brilliant around the stoppages as well. Just think maybe it's time to quell her influence a little bit.
Vessio goes up, tries to slap it to the front. D's with plenty of numbers. Here's Denellen, arm pinned. Ball comes out. Green's there. Foley's there. Quick kick. But look at the Dogs. They've built the wall. They did it beautifully. Ball back inside 50. Doesn't hit the target. Once again, Melbourne arrive. Lambert tries to break through, gets it back to Blackburn. Blackburn can now go to Ashmore. She has a fumble at 50, but time to look up. Confronted by Hickey. Slips away, keeps possession, and finds Blackburn.
See, that was clever, wasn't it? The back pedal out of danger and made some space for herself. Here's Blackburn. Keeps it low, and McIntosh read it well. It was just a little too high. And McIntosh just peeling off. Short kick was not a good one. It did hit the ground. You heard the umpire's call. That was spot on. So O'Day was in trouble and might have done okay here. Hickey trying to keep it alive, and they're lucky to get out of danger there, the D's.
Really impressed with Bulldogs captain Steph Chocchi as well. She's doing all the team things and providing the Shepherds in the blocks.
That's good roving by Ashmore. It was knocked down by the ruckman from the D's, but gee, that was really well done. And then back on the line, a good mark taken by Ebony Antonio, who's having a really good game.
Comes from a great football pedigree. Cousins, uncles, dads all played. Dad, she's only got one. But you know what I mean. Two cousins played West Perth, Braden and Mitch. Uncle Glenn played 14 games for West Perth in 1996, and her dad, they're from Burracoppin up in the wheat belt. Used to play up there. She used to play with her brothers, and now she gets a chance to play next year for the Lions. Ball back inside 50 from Hannah Scott. Off the hands of Brennan. Opportunity at the back. It opens up for Ashmore. Running shot at goal is home. And the Dogs get their second.
She's been threatening Ashmore, hasn't she? Found the footy quite a bit in the forward half of the ground, and that time the finish as well. So the Bulldogs have worked their way back on top. 2-3, 1-3. Good game of footy and great skills.
Caitlin Ashmore, another multi-sport athlete. She had an Olympic javelin dream. She came bronze in the junior championships in Australia. She's a black belt in karate, but she's decided footy is her go.
It was a good finish, wasn't it, Lingy?
Certainly was, on the run. That's what the Bulldogs needed. Their kicking efficiency hasn't been brilliant, as I said before, but that might get them going a little bit.
So King got high, but White gets the footy out of the middle. Bit of confusion there, and well done by Ashmore, who is in everything at the moment. The handball from Chiocci, not in the right direction, but they get the ball. So Hannah Scott quickly out towards Ashmore again, who is having a real purple patch here, and that's an excellent kick down the line. Jacobson marks. Well, they're right on top here at the moment, the Bulldogs. Playing with confidence. Ball down towards full forward, no mark. Vesio overran the footy, and it will come up again inside 50 for the Bulldogs.
It was a fantastic ploy from the Brisbane Lions to get Caitlin Ashmore, wasn't it, Basil? Everybody more or less assumed that she would line up for the Doggies in 2017.
That's the way she has gone, and it has been a very, very clever move. Blackburn, Brennan and Chiocci all with 10 disposals to lead them all out on the ground.
It's the Dogs in possession again. Chiocci goes to Talia Randall, and again tidy use to Ashmore, who's burning down that Doug Hawkins wing. Kick towards 50, big fly over the top, came from Ebony Antonio, but at the front, Jacobson with a strong grab. From just outside 50, the lead comes, and it's beautiful delivery. And Katie Brennan on the end of it once again. And Lingy, I know you've been so impressed with Katie Brennan's work rate.
It's the, yeah, you're right, Jace.
She goes short off to Vesio.
Yeah, smart. Just getting a better shot at goal now, closer to Darcy Vesio. But you're right, Katie Brennan, it's the work rate up the ground, then works back inside forward 50, and just ability to keep her opponent moving at all times means that she can just end up finding little pockets of space that other players haven't been able to do tonight.
Common story, she played Oz kick up in Wangaratta Myrtleford. She won a flag in year 8 and then no opportunities to play footy because there was no youth girls team. She's come to Melbourne, she's making every post a winner. So Vesio getting involved in the second term, and the Bulldogs have pushed out to a 2-goal lead.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm with Cara Donnellan, playing for the Mighty Demons tonight, but you're actually a marquee player for Fremantle. Played in a lot of these games. How's the tempo compared tonight?
Oh, yeah, it's really fast. You know, the first 5-10 minutes, just getting your hands on the footy is really important. And I think, you know, the Bulldogs are obviously controlling the game at the moment, so we need to get that back into our hands and get some score on the board.
How much of a coup is it that Fremantle has got Michelle Cowan, your super coach, here tonight?
Oh, we're pretty lucky, yeah. Michelle's a gem of a person and a really good coach, so really looking forward to obviously working with her next year, but got to get the job done tonight first.
Thanks very much, Cara, and good luck for the rest of the match.
Thanks, Sam. Cheers.
Good on you, Cara. Thank you, Sam. And while we were chatting with Cara, Taylor Harris is marked about 40 metres out from goal. So a chance to get one back for the D's, and that's a very good mark. How about that? Frederick Taub, no doubt about the mark. It was clean hands.
Brianna Davey just arguing here that she had a piece of that on the way through, but I think they're paid more often than not those marks.
Just better judgment too, wasn't it? She was behind. Her kicking hasn't been terrific, and that's another poster.
2 posters in the 1 quarter.
Well, she'll be disappointed, and Melbourne just struggling. Really needed that goal. Chance to send the ball back in though for Hildebrand.
She'll get the 50-metre penalty, which will take her right to point-blank range.
First mistake that Katie Brennan's made for the night. Let's have a look. Wasn't a lot in it, but enough.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, enough, and it was late. It's going to be a costly one.
So Nicole Hildebrand, the 27-year-old, plays footy with Melbourne Uni.
Katie's still discussing it too.
I'm too scared to say this is a certain goal.
Say nothing, Liggy.
So Hildebrand, 82 games of experience.
Oh,
And she misses. The D's have got the yips.
maybe you should have said certain miss, Liggy.
They've got the momentum though at the moment, though, haven't they? The last couple of minutes, just not putting it on the scoreboard at all.
Well, 6 scoring shots apiece, but a 10-point lead for the Bulldogs. There's a player down, and she looks in a bad way at the moment. That's Ebony Antonio, so we'll keep an eye on her. Meanwhile, ball comes back in long. Harris flew, couldn't mark. Brilliant out of the pack. Well done, O'Day, but just offline and wobbles over the line for another behind. So there's Antonio. She's up now, which is good. Let's watch it again.
Just mistimed her jump and landed very hard on the ground. Going for that mark. Oh, that's an awful feeling. Don't know where the ground is when you get flipped around like that. Not that I got off the ground too often, you might know.
Tippett, you found it pretty quickly though. You didn't know where it was, but it came soon enough as Humphries kicks towards the wing. Trying to bust through is Cranston. Good tackle from Marinoff. She really stuck to the task and wins the free kick. And once again, the D's a chance to go inside their forward 50.
Ebony Marinoff is a South Australian product. She's been working extremely hard on her fitness in the SAWFL, so much improved player.
Ball inside 50, and what a strong mark taken by Harris.
She's hurt, yeah.
Just winded herself as she landed.
Just winning, guys.
Great hands from
Clear
Taylor
out, guys,
Harris.
with the space. You right to take your kick? 50, shoot the ground. Bulldogs, marks for me.
Well, I don't think anybody'd be surprised at how ferocious they are on their attack of the football, but absolute confirmation tonight, Lingy, in the quarter and a half that we've seen just how hard they go.
Yeah, absolutely, Baz. Courageous, sometimes crazy courageous, but that one wasn't. That was just a great, strong grab and landed awkwardly, but I'm assuming she's going to kick this one.
Assume nothing.
Oh, Leggy, again.
I've got to stop.
Well,
sorry, Melbourne.
We are using a slightly smaller football than the girls are used to playing with. Not sure if that's causing some issues, but it certainly is for the D's at their end of the ground. They're 1-7.
Abby, would the girls have trained with the smaller footies to become used to it?
Yes, definitely. Over the last few days that they have been in camps with their sides, they definitely would have had the size 4 footies with training.
Only slightly smaller. Davey to Blackburn, and now Blackburn drives the ball out towards the wing. Hard footy. Just paddling forward. It was well done for the D's by Donnellan. Now Pearce gets the footy out. Miller Long down towards full forward, hasn't been touched, head high contact. Marinoff gets the free in the square, and Lingy
Straight in front, girls. In the goal square, straight in front.
certain goal.
Don't say anything,
Baz,
Lingy.
I like you, Baz. Back yourself in.
It's a definite possibility.
And they need this, as we've said. The Bulldogs certainly got the better of the start to this term, but it's been all the D since then, and there we go. Ebony Marinoff bangs one through, and the celebration starts. So reward for effort for the D's, 2-7-19. The Bullies 3-3-21. And they get the margin back to 3 points.
Hey, come on. Finally put one in. Let's go. Must win this clearance, girls. Let's go.
So Ebony Marinoff.
Daisy said what we were all thinking, Daisy.
She was best on ground in the South Australian All-Star game earlier in the year. 37 touches, 13 tackles for Marinoff, and now she hits the scoreboard. Sock it off the ground towards Carney, got an awkward bounce. Hickey for company, takes her down. Carney still going, wrapped up by Pearce, who rolls her in the tackle. Umpire says, ball it up.
Great tackle by Daisy there. She's such a fantastic leader, and I'm really enjoying having the sounds of the game.
Big ruck work from Cranston. Arnell taken off the football, being quiet. Blackburn. It's it to Scott, but inside 50 only momentarily to Penny Cooler-Reid. And a big shout out to Penny as well. She's had a very important part to play in women's football history. We'll come back to that shortly as the ball trickles towards the line. Keeping it alive is Stevens. To Carney, who slips, loses her footing, but she's got a couple of runners in support. Lambert gives it off to Stevens, and a delicate kick to 50 finds Brennan. Looks up, Hope offers a half lead, now tracks back towards the goal square, and that's where she goes. Hope sets herself, off her hands, couldn't take it. She's first to recover at the back. Hickey tries to shut her down with McIntosh. Handball back to Lambert, off a step, snaps a goal, and misses the lot. And I mentioned Penny Cooler-Reid. For such a long time, Lingy, girls got to the age of about 12, couldn't play footy through their teenage years. Penny challenged that rule in a court case back in 2003. Youth girls footy was created for teenagers to create the bridge to keep footy in, well, girls in the game until they made senior footy. So
It's fantastic, isn't it? Now we're seeing what we're seeing here tonight, and we're seeing so many girls take up football. They love their footy, and that's great to hear that Penny was able to stand up and play the game that she loves.
She's waiting whistle there. The umpire paid the mark and then realised that it bobbled around a couple of sets of hands from the Demons, and now the whistle goes the other way. So not their best moment there, the Demons, and the free kick goes against Hildebrand. Ashmore, who we've seen get a lot of the football, and Hope found some space, got away from her opponent and marks in the pocket. So we'll get another look here at the finishing of Moana Hope.
I think there was a little bit of confusion between Hickey and McIntosh then as to who was going to run with Hope.
So she's been inaccurate tonight, a couple of behinds. And this one, probably the toughest of her set shots. McIntosh on the mark. Plenty of hope from there. Good goal. And they skip away again. So 4-3, 2-7. And again, the Bulldogs, well, they've been the more efficient team going forward. They've used the footy well, and they've made the most of their opportunities.
We've just seen the Bulldogs kick their 4th goal through Moana Hope, and I'm with Lauren Arnell. Lauren, it's going pretty well for the Dogs right now.
Yeah, it's a super fast game, and I think the better our inside 50s are, obviously it gives us better chances. So they put a lot of pressure and squashed the ground up coming outside 50, so we've just got to be a bit cleaner with that as well.
You never know, but this is probably the last time you'll wear the Bulldogs jumper. You've been signed by Carlton already, and you're a real student of the game. What are you noticing out here tonight?
Oh, certainly the 16 sides open up the ground. The size 4 footy, which is half a size smaller than what we're used to, is I think making a difference with the cleanness of the skills. But I love the open space, and it looks like we might have kicked another one here. So.
You have through Jacobson.
We should keep talking. It's clearly a good lecture.
Yeah, I think certainly that scoreboard pressure going into half-time is going to be key for us, and the intensity is not going to drop. We know that, and there's certainly a lot of space out there, which is a lot of fun.
Your forward line's formidable. Good luck in the second half.
Thanks, Sam.
So Lauren Arnell joining us as Ashmore gets it to Jacobson, and she goals. Lauren Arnell, Level 2 coach, coaches Cannons, Victorian under-16s, Victorian Indigenous kickstart team, so a real student of the game, Lauren. That team, the Dogs, now by 14 points.
And that Western Bulldogs jumper you see there, Jace, it has all the names of all the female players to have played at the club in the past 4 years. I'm sure they'd be loving the way the Bulldogs are playing right now.
White came in, made a bump, tried to create a path for Cooler Reid and Green to come through, but the Dogs win it again. Carney to Davey, magnificent smother from Hayley Miller. Committed the body. Davey trying to lift her team. Kiochi, she can't slip away. And the pressure now coming from the D's, who are lifting their work rate. But still the Dogs in control of the football. This is Hannah Scott. Kicks towards half forward. Awkward bouncing ball. White in there on hands and knees trying to win it for Melbourne. It comes out to Lambert. She looks up, goes towards Hope. One-on-one with Hickey was the matchup we thought we might see. Ashmore run down, good tackle from Gibson. And the D's lifting their work rate.
The Bulldogs have moved Rochelle Cranston into the ruck, giving Emma King her first well-earned rest.
So this is Kelly Gibson. Marquee player for Adelaide next season. It's towards the outer side of the ground. Jacobson couldn't quite take the mark. She's had a big first half. Hickey tried to go off the deck. Umpire said too high, free kick Dogs, and it's coming back to Maddie Kerrick. Kerrick goes short but turns it over straight to Hayley Miller. With just over a minute left on the clock. Is there time for Melbourne? Game of swinging momentum in this first half. Dogs look to be struggling. Their last 5 or 6 minutes have been outstanding. Randall gets it to Cameron and she fumbles it over the line. So just Cameron, just the 2 possessions. She's been pretty quiet in this first half.
And it's been Caitlin Ashmore for the Bulldogs, Jace, who has been the big player in this quarter. 4 goals for the Western Bulldogs. She's had a hand in all 4 of those. So as you said, the momentum seemed to have shifted Melbourne's way, but Ashmore's been the one who's been super dangerous for the Bulldogs.
Paxman, here's a chance for the D's. 29 seconds left on the clock. It's Foley. Foley can go towards Harris. She comes steaming out, marks 55 from home. She'll turn and have a wide open forward line if she moves it quickly. The leads come. She decides she'll launch it long. Randall's going to have to go for this one. It clears the contest and it bounces through. A much-needed goal for the D's. Taylor Harris from long range gets her first of the evening.
Big goal there for Taylor Harris late in the quarter when we just said it had been all Western Bulldogs for a little bit on the scoreboard. Outside 50. The Bulldogs had dropped Darcy Vesio behind the ball as an extra defender to try and stop that late goal, but Taylor Harris just decided, I'm going to go over the top of her and bang it home. Terrific goal.
Thumping kick from Taylor Harris, 5-time All-Australian at youth girls level. Working full-time in communications and community coordination with the Brisbane Lions, and she'll be a marquee player for them in 2017. What an exciting play she is. So a critical goal right on half-time reduces the mark.